I am speaking over you as a river speaks over stones, steady and sure, unafraid of the turns ahead, and I am telling you plainly, I have not forgotten you. I have counted the days you felt overlooked, the evenings you held your breath so your tears would not be heard, the mornings you rose anyway because hope tugged you forward by a single bright thread. I have seen the doors that shut, the tones that stung, the promises that soured in your hands like fruit left too long in shadow. I have also seen the quiet kindness you chose when no one was watching, the way you guarded your own heart from bitterness though it would have been easy to surrender to it, the way you made room for the future in a room that felt too small for even the present. I am not late. I am right on time for you, and I am preparing you to see what I have already set in motion beyond the line of your sight. Do not be ruled by the noise of what went wrong. I am not finished with you. The ground beneath you is becoming faithful, the path ahead is being planked by mercy and nailed by wisdom, the wind is learning your name so it can push at your back, not at your face. I am removing the habit of bracing for bad news. I am teaching your nervous bones to rest again. I am exchanging the old alarm that rang inside your chest with a new bell that calls you to peace. Even now, I am rearranging rooms, schedules, and seasons that do not belong to you so that the exact appointments you need will find you. Where others survived on accident, you are preserved on purpose. Where others scattered to avoid pain, you are gathered to become whole. Where others guard their image, I am clothing you in substance, and that cannot be taken. Listen, the seed that was buried is not dead. It is breaking open, and the breaking open is its life. You thought the pressure was proof that I had stepped away. It was proof that I had stayed with you in the soil. You felt heat and misunderstanding, and you assumed it meant failure. But the heat was the sun I called to coax you upward. The misunderstanding was the pruning that keeps you from wasting bloom on branches that cannot bear fruit. Do not despise the rooms that didn't want you. They were scaffolds, not palaces. You were never meant to live there. I am moving you gently but firmly toward the doorway you prayed about when you didn't know you were praying, those sighs, those whispered lines you thought vanished into the air. I caught them, every one, and I have braided them into a cord that is now lifting you. You asked whether you are lovable after what happened. You asked whether time has become an enemy that eats your chances. Hear me, you are not behind schedule, you are right on the hour of grace. Time is a servant when I hold it, and I am holding it. Every learning you thought arrived late has, in fact, arrived exactly when you could carry it without it crushing you. I am gathering your scattered stories and threading them into a single strong narrative that does not apologize for its scars. Those scars will become doors you open for others. Those doors will become corridors of healing that you walk without shame. Shame is not your teacher anymore. I have dismissed it. I am appointing dignity to guide you now, and dignity speaks quietly but it never lies. You feared that love had passed you by. You feared that promises meant for you had accidentally attached themselves to the lives of others. You feared that your heart was too unique to be understood and too tender to survive a new beginning. But I am not the God of almost. I am not the God of near misses. I am not the God who watches your longing as a spectator. I am the God who authors, edits, and completes. I am the one who holds the drafts you burned because you were disappointed, and I am the one who hands back the pages you thought were ruined, now clean, now stronger, now ready. I am the God of precise arrivals, and love is arriving, healthy love, honest love, love that keeps its word, love that does not fidget when silence settles, love that can stand in daylight and not shrink from truth. You asked me for something real. I am answering you with something more than real. I am answering you with someone who is ready to be real with you. You will say, how can such a thing be, after all that has been? And I will say, because I have made you new without erasing your past. I have kept your memory but removed its sting. I have left the lessons but extracted the poison. I have placed a key in your hand, and it opens not every door but the right one. You will not need to force entry anymore. You will not need to audition for your own life. You will not need to lower your voice to keep someone from being threatened by the size of your soul. You will take up space with gentleness, and the person I am sending will celebrate that you take up space. They will not ask you to become smaller so they can feel large. They will not punish your light just to prove they can. They will thank me for you, and they will protect what I have entrusted to them, which is your heart. Hear me now, with the steadiness that hope gives. Someone who is younger than you will take your hand and call it home. Not younger in wisdom, youth without wisdom is noise, but younger in years and rich in understanding, because they have been taught by pain and chose humility instead of resentment. They will not treat you like a rescue, they will treat you like a partner. They will not measure you by old rumor or the careless opinions of those who never learned to listen. They will not compare you to shadows. They will meet you in rooms where truth stands up straight. They will be diligent where others were dramatic, consistent where others were only exciting for a moment, courageous where others were defensive. I am not repeating your past in a new costume, I am making a new thing that honors what you survived. I am revealing signs so that you will not be confused. There will be a peace that does not wobble, a clarity that does not need to be rehearsed. Conversations with them will land softly but carry weight. You will walk away feeling expanded, not diminished. They will arrive in a season when your own hands are full of purpose, so that your love is not a lifeboat but a harbor. They will honor your rhythms. Your early mornings or late evenings will not be mocked but woven together with theirs. They will be brave enough to apologize and brave enough to forgive. They will not sell your secrets to an audience. They will not weaponize your vulnerability. They will understand that trust is a garden. They will water it with action, not with speeches. You wondered about signs you can recognize without superstition or fear. This is how you will know. What I bring will align with what I taught you when no one was looking. Your boundaries will be honored without bargaining. Your purpose will be amplified, not interrupted. Your friends will say, "You are more yourself when you are with them," and your body will unclench the anxieties it learned during storm years. They will be younger in age and older in patience. They will be playful with time and serious with truth. They will be steady with money and generous with kindness. They will be slow to speak when anger rises and quick to repair when harm is done. They will walk into your family dynamics with humility and into your dreams with hands that help rather than control. You asked me for the name, and I will not tease you. I am not harsh with your desire. But I am a wise keeper of treasure, and names are treasure. So I will lead you carefully. The name will come to you in layers, first as a sound you begin to notice, 2 syllables that fall cleanly from the tongue, a consonant that starts like a door opening, an initial that surfaces at odd times. It will appear on a page you were not planning to read, on a receipt you almost threw away, on a screen when you glanced up for another reason, in a conversation 2 tables over when you were not trying to eavesdrop. You will hear it once and think nothing, you will hear it twice and feel a tilt, you will hear it a 3rd time and strength will stand up in you. Do not chase it, let it come. Do not force it, let it confirm itself without theatrics. I am not trying to hide the gift, I am teaching you to recognize it without anxiety. In time, and not a long time, you will know it as surely as you know your own. The sound will hold warmth. The letters will rest in your mouth like something long familiar. You will feel me touch your shoulder when you hear it in the right voice. Do not worry about the difference in age. I delight in fitting lives together in ways that honor both stories. I delight in pairing seasons so that experience blesses energy, and energy blesses experience. Where the world enjoys gossip, I enjoy covenant. Where the world measures worth by numbers, I measure by character. I have been preparing both of you. I have told them to honor what came before them and to become a safe place for what is coming after. I have told them not to compete with history but to become part of your healing. I have told them to be patient when uncertainty rises and to champion your rest as fiercely as they celebrate your work. They have listened. They have been learning. Do not be afraid that you will need to carry their growth for them. I am the one who grows people, and I have not asked you to become anyone's savior. I have asked you to become fully yourself, and that is the gift you will bring. There are rooms you must leave so your hands are free to receive. Honor what helped you survive, but release what keeps you only surviving. There are numbers to delete, habits to lay down, patterns to name and then let go. I am not punishing you, I am lightening you. Travel lighter into the days ahead. Keep only what is true, what is beautiful, what is useful for the life you are building. Let go of the rehearsals of old arguments. You do not need to win cases in courts that have been closed. Let go of checking who is watching. The applause you need is already in my hands, and I am not stingy with it. Let go of the reflex to expect disappointment. It does not belong in the language of your new chapter. Expect goodness without naivete. Expect challenges without panic. Expect love without debt. Expect me with you. I am repairing your view of commitment. Commitment is not a trap, it is a greenhouse where courage grows. It is not a prison, it is a practice of freedom that protects the tender and strengthens the brave. I am teaching you the difference between attention and presence. Many gave attention to you, few offered presence. I am sending presence. I am teaching you to trust the long work and the slow flame. I am anchoring you in patience that does not feel like punishment. I am setting a table where joy will eat slow, where laughter will arrive on ordinary afternoons, where worry will learn it is no longer welcome. I am putting music back into your hours, not as a performance but as a habit of gladness that needs no audience. Prepare your space with small acts that agree with what I am saying now. Put fresh sheets on the bed and call it a declaration. Clear the counter like you are making room for conversation. Place a book by the chair where you will read to each other without rushing to the end. Choose a recipe that takes 2 sets of hands. Light a candle for no reason except that you live here and this is a good day to notice it. Write down the qualities you have learned to value because of the roads you walked. Fold the list and keep it in your bag, not because you will interrogate anyone with it, but because you will remember not to negotiate away what matters. Remember that you are not desperate, you are discerning. Remember that you are not late, you are ready. Remember that this is not fragile, it is sacred. You have asked me to protect you from counterfeits, and I am answering. Counterfeits hurry you. They crowd your thoughts with flattery that ignores accountability. They ask for intimacy without building trust. They speak big and live small. They promise the moon but never learn your street. The one I am bringing will walk your street. They will learn your rhythms not to control you but to cherish you. They will stand with you when the air is heavy and dance with you when the sky is wide. They will speak to you like you are their equal because you are. They will be younger and will prove that maturity is not measured by age but by humility, curiosity, and care. I am softening the ground where you stand. I am brightening the window where you watch. I am turning your face gently from the past you could recite in your sleep toward a future that will still surprise you even after I have told you about it. I am healing the way you wait so that waiting is not a wound but a workshop. I am giving you words to bless your present, not as a spell to control outcomes but as consent to goodness. Bless your morning before you read any message. Bless your body for carrying you this far. Bless your heart for learning how to stay open without leaving the door off the hinges. Bless your mind for asking better questions now. Bless your future by speaking of it with reverence. When the name arrives, you will not need to announce it to everyone. You will sit with it like sunlight on your hands. You will test it against the peace I have given you. Peace does not panic. Peace does not bribe. Peace does not need a crowd. You will see confirmations that do not need to be curated. A friend will mention a story that fits exactly. A date will land with simple joy. A difficulty will arise, and instead of shattering, you will solve it together, slowly, kindly, and you will realize that solving small problems with grace is a better sign than any fireworks. You will watch them honor their word in matters no one noticed. You will see how they treat those who cannot repay them. You will observe how they handle frustration. They will not punish you for what life does to them. You will know that this is the one I prepared because you will feel permission to be fully honest without fearing the price. I am lifting the weight from your shoulders that was never yours to carry. I am returning laughter to your mouth that does not make fun of anyone to survive. I am giving you rest that is not the exhaustion that finally collapses but the stillness that builds strength. I am giving you language that does not stumble over fear. I am giving you courage that does not roar to be believed, it simply stands. You will not miss this. You will not be tricked out of it. You will not lose it by loving well. Your task is not to guess every detail in advance. Your task is to stay available to the good I am sending and to walk in truth each day. The rest belongs to me, and I am trustworthy. There is one more thing: forgive the calendar. It was never against you. It was preparing both of you on separate roads that now converge. Forgive the rooms where you were misunderstood. Forgive the younger you who didn't know yet, and bless them for trying. Forgive the older voices that tried to scare you into smallness. Forgive the part of you that thought love must be earned by suffering. Love that is earned by suffering is an imitation. The love I send is honored by truth. Choose truth. Choose boundaries. Choose life. Choose joy without apology. Choose partnership that multiplies, not control that divides. Choose the future I am opening now. This is my word over you: you will not shrink to be chosen, you will be chosen as you expand. You will not be tolerated, you will be treasured. You will not be rushed, you will be met. You will not be left guessing in the dark, you will be led in clear light. Someone younger than you, wise beyond their years and humbled by their journey, will stand beside you with reverence. Their name will come to you like a bell you've heard all your life but could not place until now, a two-syllable grace that begins like a door opening. When you hear it in the right voice, with the peace I am pressing into you now, step forward without fear. I am already there, ahead of you, making the way simple, making the way safe, making the way yours. Do not skip this. Breathe. Receive. Walk with me, And watch what I do next. I'm speaking to you now because your heart has been waiting for a sentence that unlocks the door it keeps staring at, and today I give it to you without delay, without disguise, and without confusion. You have walked through seasons that tried to make you believe love will arrive too late, that goodness always chooses other houses, that promise is something you must watch from the window while it passes by. But I, the Lord who sees the end from the beginning and holds the middle with a steady hand, am telling you clearly, a union I ordained is approaching you like morning approaches the horizon, slow for a breath, then suddenly everywhere. The one I have set apart for you is younger than you, yet not smaller in wisdom, not weaker in courage, not lesser in honor. They are a mirror of the part of you that still runs barefoot through hope, unafraid of the new, unafraid of the sky, unafraid of the future. Age is not the measure of the soul I am weaving to yours, calling is the measure. Obedience is the measure. Tenderness is the measure. And this person I bring carries tenderness like a lantern and obedience like a crown. You have asked me in the quiet, is it really possible that someone younger could hold me with reverence and lead with gentleness? Hear me, to those who try to count my works with human arithmetic, it will look like a miscalculation. To those who look through my wisdom, it will look like a masterpiece. They will stand beside you, not above, not beneath, and the rhythm between you will be an even exchange of strength. Your seasoned patience will calm their brilliant fire, their bright bravery will awaken your sleeping wings. They will not be intimidated by your story, they will be fascinated by it. They will not compare your past to their present, they will entwine your present with their vision for the future. Listen carefully to the sign I give you now, for you have asked for clarity that cannot be counterfeited. The name that has been written over this promise is Ariv. Do not be troubled by how precise I am being. Every hair of your head is numbered, every day before it has dawned is known to me, and so, too, is the name I release into your hearing. You will see this name thrice in close succession as a seal, once on a screen you are not expecting to see, once spoken by a stranger passing by, once written in a place where you usually find only numbers. When you see it the first time, you will feel a stillness come over you. When you see it the second time, a warmth will climb your spine. When you see it the third time, you will feel as if I pressed my palm between your shoulders and said, "Go on." And you will go on. I am not sending you a fragile person who needs you to shrink to be comfortable. I am sending you a whole person who needs you to be fully yourself so that the covenant I have ordained will stand like a lighthouse in rough water. You have learned the elegance of boundaries and the holiness of no. This union will not demand that you abandon either. Instead, it will decorate your boundaries with flowers and your no with understanding. The younger one I am bringing has learned to listen earlier than most learn to speak. They carry respect that is not a performance but a reflex. They will love your scars not as curiosities but as maps. They will not touch your old wounds with curiosity, but with balm. They will call forth laughter from rooms where you packed it away. They will look at you not to discover flaws but to recognize treasure. And they will be unashamed to say your name as if introducing a miracle to the air. There are people who will say, "This is too sudden, too strange, too different," and you will hear them and still feel a deeper music under their words, a steady drum that I am beating in your spirit. Do not let the voices that were never entrusted with your future act as judges of your present. They did not pray the prayers you prayed. They did not carry the nights you carried. They did not wrestle the shadows you wrestled until morning found you faithful. I know how often you have held yourself together with nothing but the thread of a promise I whispered years ago, and I honor that. I am not a debtor, but I remember. Your patience has not been wasted. Your tears watered the soil of this very moment. Your refusal to settle has made room for what I am sending. And what I am sending is better than the versions you once begged for, because I trimmed those versions from your path to make room for something aligned with your calling, not just your craving. Ariv is not coming to fix you. I have already been mending you in the quiet. They are coming to join you, to multiply peace, to widen the table, to steady the ladder under your calling while you climb. They have a humility that wears confidence like a well-fitted coat. Their steps are sure even when the path is unfamiliar. They will admire the way you keep your word when no one is watching. They will echo that integrity back to you, not only in compliments but in decisions. You will notice, early and often, that they apologize quickly and forgive deeply. You will see that they prefer truth even when it costs applause. You will catch them praying for you when they think you are asleep, and you will feel your breath match the rhythm of their whispered petitions. Your house will learn a new sound, the sound of two people choosing each other and choosing me in the same breath. There are signs I am placing like breadcrumbs so you will not doubt. A blue thread will appear in a place where only gray belonged. A small brass key will find you, not because you were looking for it, but because it has business with your future. You will taste something sweet on a day that should have been bitter. You will receive a message that arrives earlier than it was scheduled to arrive. You will stumble on a melody you loved as a child and it will unlock a simple courage in you that you thought the years had locked away. Pay attention to little mercies. They are the handwriting in the margins of your days. When you notice the little mercies, speak gratitude out loud. Gratitude is the warmth that causes sealed doors to loosen.